Hello again. So I just got this box in the mail yesterday, and I know what it is because I ordered it directly from Garfield Games. And it is a copy of the game called Skara Brae. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but let's see how well this is packed. I think it came via VR distributions, but I can't remember. But here it is in the box. And now it's coming out of the box. And I've lost my little tripod, so I'm holding my phone in my hand. But look at this, there we go. Ooh, things I like about Garfield games. A very big game in a not overly sized box. Is it Garfield Games? Yeah, boop. And really amazing artwork. I love this guy. Mr. Is it Shem Phillips is the artist? Or the game designer. I love him so much I can't remember his name. But there it is. And also, they do these really nice medium weight games. So this one's for 1 to 4 players, ages 13 plus, a 60-minute gameplay. And it's got lots of little pieces and cards and lots of artwork. They do these really cool historical based games, and it's about a actual place, a historical community in, I think, sort of like northern Scotland called Skara Brae, where they had a very unique sort of archaeological history where they lived on this island and they, made stuff and homes and tools. But instead of like having, the trash men come and pick up their stuff when they were done with it, and take it away to the dump, they just made these mounds of like sort of leftover tools and bits and pieces of things. And then after some time, like a generation later, they would carve those mounds into new domiciles. And so that when this town was sort of being uncovered by archaeologists, they were finding these really interesting constructions that had all of this, generations worth of artifacts sort of built into the walls of these little buildings. All right, so the box is lovely. I love the art. There's a lady. She's got a spear. She's not afraid to use it. You can see the little mounds smoking away in the background there. And they live in this wonderful civilization. So I believe the whole idea of this game is you're supposed to win, by accumulating the most points, and you accumulate points by basically building up your civilization. All right, just a second. I could be all day picking at the lid of that box before I got it out. Good quality box, nice sort of very texturous linen finish on it, decent thickness. Rulebook, not overly complicated. There's a lot of words there. One of the early games I got from this company was Hadrian's Wall, and I didn't play it for ages because I took a look at all the components and all the rulebook, and I said, "Oh my god, this is too hard. It's going into too hard bastic." And then I finally played it, and I was like, "Oh, this game is actually really fun and not that complicated to play." And even though it seems like there's so much going on, it's not that bad. All right, so they've given us some baggies. What are those for? Probably to like store these pieces or the cards after I've unpackaged them all. And here's all the components, all of the things that you can gather. There's those little red things. What are those? I don't know. Bones. That's clearly bones. Deer hides, maybe? More hide-like stuff. Green triangles. Sticks. Different type of game components. I'll put that aside for a second. Here's 2 decks of mini cards, which are what goes to play the game. I'll open those up in a second. And here are the player boards. So there should be about 4 of these. And this is sort of your hut and your storage area where you sort of fill it up with stuff, and you can get points based on how much stuff you end up storing, but lose points every turn, based on the amount of garbage you produce or something like that. I don't know. And it's got lovely artwork on the back. And this feels, is it dual layered? It's not dual layered. It punches out. So we'll push those out, and then when you use your little, obviously, square something or others to keep track, they don't slide around, which is great. All right, and this looks like, what is this bit? Oh, this is the punch boards. Okay, I'm going to just tip this over. I'm back, but it decided to stop my recording rather than pause it. So I'll have to put these two recordings together. Awesome. And for some reason, Facebook started playing a video of fireworks going off while I was doing this video for clearly no reason. I don't know why I did that. But we've got lots of lovely punch boards. Excellent. Oh, and it looks like there's, one set for each player. There it is. All right. Oh, this is something different than the other ones. What it is, I don't know. All right. So I just looked at the rule book as well, and it's like, so the game design is by Shem Phillips, and the illustration is by Sam Phillips. That's why I got a little bit confused. But these guys obviously make a great team because I love the way these games play. They work well as a low player count or medium player count, and they're nice and crunchy and not nasty or overly competitive. Like, mostly you're just trying to do the best you can. So I've got these cards here. We can have a look at them. Hopefully I won't destroy them by dropping them all over the place. Ha ha ha, yes, that's not possible. And we got people constructing their hut pictures. And I was reading the rule book for this online, and so I vaguely know what all this means, but I have forgotten. But these are some of the cards that sort of drive your actions in the game. And then we have these other cards that were separately sealed up, and on one side you have, on the back you have this lovely picture of like a kind of some sort of shaman lady. And on the other side, you've got all the people. And this is a cool thing, and they've done this a few times in their games, where they the cards that drive the game are represented by sort of the people that populate the world of the game. So all these pleasant-looking villagers with a lot of character. How does he feel about this crap? I don't know. Look at this guy. He's just like, I don't trust you. I feel like I want you to look at my crab, but I don't trust you to really respect. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this. Look at this lady. She's got a rabbit. They're all quite proud people that are happy with whatever it is that he's done well with his goats. He's stoked. Look at him. Yeah. You didn't think I had a goat, but there he is. I hope that's a goat. That would be embarrassing. She doesn't seem to have a particular trade, but she does have some excellent garments. And then there's this lady, and she's got sticks. That's her thing. It's the Lady of Sticks. And there's some more guys. What's he about? He's got a stone axe. Is that a stone axe? Yeah, kinda. This guy, who absolutely will not tolerate any sort of negative talk about his wheat. You should actually don't even look at the wheat. Get out of here. Goodbye. And her is a much more, I don't know. She's obviously much less self-conscious about things. Maybe because she knows that she's been saying stuff to that other guy for weeks now, and she knows he's about ready to explode, and things are going to get entertaining. Another wheat lady. There's actually quite a lot of people doing the wheat. He's got the wrong tools for that job, but he's still there, and he's happy. What is that? Obviously he has the exact right tools for whatever it is he's doing. Maybe that's like a hoe. And that's like another lady with some wheat. She's carrying it. And then some interesting pictures of tools and artistically carved balls, which would have been a big part of the Skara Brae, and more of these things. And there it is. All right, so I feel like we have now successfully looked at everything in the box for this awesome game. I can't wait to play it. And that's about it. So please, have if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the bell button, so that you can be notified, and please follow us so you can see all of my really cool videos of things that I open that are in boxes, and then I remove them from the boxes and show you all the bits and pieces. Leave a comment below if you just want to say, hey, I would really love to have a closer look at whatever it was that I didn't get a good look at, or could you please unbox a different thing that I'd love you to unbox, or hey, can you, you've done a great job, love it, keep up the good work. You can say negative stuff too, I don't mind. And then I hopefully will sometime get to play this game and eventually even do a review of it on our podcast at hotgamemagnet.com. Where we review games that we play. And we've done quite a few of them, so please feel free to check it out. Until next time.